Have you ever heard the story of Old Mother Bate? During the American Revolutionary War, stories of courage weren't limited to the battlefield. This one takes us to the quiet town of Hingham, Massachusetts, where a woman named Sarah Bate, known to everyone as Old Mother Bate, lived a simple life. One day, two American soldiers, exhausted and on the run from British forces, stumbled into her town seeking refuge. The townspeople, while sympathetic, were terrified of the British retaliation. They hid the soldiers in a secret compartment in the meeting house attic, a cramped, dark space where they could barely move. As the days turned into a week, the soldiers' situation grew desperate. Supplies were running low, and the risk of discovery increased with every passing hour. The townspeople grew more and more anxious, whispering about what to do. It was during this tense time that someone saw Old Mother Bate through her window. She was sitting by her fireplace, methodically sharpening a large, menacing-looking knife. The sight sent a chill through the town. Rumors began to fly. Was she planning to betray the soldiers to the British? Was she going to take matters into her own hands to remove the problem? Fear and suspicion started to cloud their judgment. The whispers grew louder, and soon the entire town was convinced that this elderly woman was a threat. They imagined the worst, her quiet, repetitive action of sharpening the blade seeming like a sinister preparation. Little did they know, Mother Bate was not a traitor. She was a patriot, and she had a plan. While the town was caught up in fear, she was preparing for an act of incredible bravery. One night, under the cloak of darkness, Mother Bate slipped out of her house, the sharpened knife hidden in her apron. She made her way to the harbor, where a small boat was moored. This boat belonged to her son, a fisherman who was away at sea. But there was a problem. The boat was secured by a thick, heavy rope, far too strong to untie quickly or quietly. This was where her knife came in. With a few powerful, decisive strokes, she sliced through the rope, freeing the boat from its mooring. She then hurried to the meeting house, where she guided the two grateful soldiers out of their hiding place. She led them silently through the darkened streets, down to the waiting boat at the harbor. She gave them what little provisions she had, pushed them off into the water, and watched as they rowed away to safety, disappearing into the night. When the townspeople awoke, they found the soldiers gone. Their initial assumption was that Mother Bate had carried out some terrible deed. But then they saw the severed rope at the harbor and the missing boat. The truth dawned on them. The knife she had been sharpening wasn't a weapon of betrayal, but a tool of liberation. Her quiet, determined action, misunderstood by so many, was an act of pure heroism. Old Mother Bate, the woman they had feared, had risked everything to save those soldiers when no one else knew what to do. It's a powerful reminder that true courage often works in silence, and we should never be too quick to judge the actions of others. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this story of quiet bravery, please like, share, and subscribe for more tales from history. We'll see you next time.